In this video, we're going to go over the creation of a new lead from scratch. So to do so, what you're going to do is in your navigation on the left-hand side, we're going to choose Leads and Create. That's going to then bring up the Search for Duplicates box, which allows you to enter in the first name, last name, email address, or phone number. This is going to require that you enter either an email address or phone number. It doesn't need to be both, but it will require one of the two. So in this case, we're going to go ahead and create a test lead. We're just going to enter in an email address. We don't have a phone number for this user. So we're going to click the Check for Duplicates button. This is going to search the system to see, does this lead already exist based on the information you entered? In this case, it does not. So it's going to bring up the additional information for us to fill out. By default, it's going to give us the option to choose which community to assign this lead to. If you're assigned to multiple properties, you'll have an option to choose which community. If you're just assigned at a single property, you'll just see that property by default. Secondly, you can choose who to assign this lead to. All leads by default are going to be unassigned, but you can then choose to assign it to a specific salesperson, community manager, regional manager, whoever is responsible for this lead. So in this case, we're going to assign this to ourselves, John Smith. Next, we have the initial form of contact. This is the actual way the lead made their presence known to you, whether it was they walk in the door, they picked up the phone and called you, etc. So you're going to choose what method of that it is. So in this case, we're going to say this person came through the internet. Next, we choose the source of the lead. So the source of the lead is going to have two different parts. The first is the general overall source, whether that's internet, newspaper, magazine, billboard, etc. So we're going to choose internet, and then this allows us to choose the source detail. Source detail is going to be the specific website or internet site that was associated with this lead. So we'll go ahead and choose Zillow as the source here. Next, we have the ability to enter some qualifying information, whether if you have this or not, whether the person's gender, their age, what their time frame is, etc. So it just allows you to enter that information. And lastly, if you have that information, you can enter in an actual mailing address as well. So once you've filled everything out, you can go ahead and click the Create Lead. And this will then go ahead and actually create the lead record with all the options that we chose. So you'll see the lead's name, the email address we entered. There's no phone number entered, so that's not there. It's been assigned to our community. The salesperson of record was assigned, and then the source was assigned. All leads by default are coming in as unrated until they're rated separately, and they're all going to be active. So at this point, we've created everything we need to do with this lead. The lead is now set up, and you are ready to work the lead. One thing to note is that by default, none of the actions that you've been taken on this lead have been recorded. So you're going to want to make sure to go ahead and record if you've called the person, if you've emailed them, etc., to make sure to record that action that had happened. So otherwise, by default, this is going to look like this lead has had no contact. So thank you for watching this video.